Hi, good morning everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. I have to do this really quick. One, it's gonna be stupid hot. Two, it's early enough I might be able to get some top water still. It's flat calm. I need to go catch some big fish. I've had a rough week here. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. I just fish all the time, so if you guys are new here, this is what I try to do and bring you guys along. I'm gonna try and get some largemouth and smallmouth this morning. We're gonna see how it goes. The big thing here is there's 3 giant fish species in this lake that I want to try and get to before it gets too hot, and then there's a couple big panfish species in here that if I have enough time to, I'm gonna try and get to those too. So you know the plan for the day. Hopefully you guys stay tuned, and yeah, let's catch some fish. Okay, one of these rods is getting a plopper. One of them's getting a crankbait. And then the biggest one is getting a big spinner. We will see if I can even get on any fish today. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna start with topwater because there's only a few times a year where I can get in on these specific fish on this crystal clear body of water. Throwing topwater, early season and then mid season. Mid season, you'll actually get them a lot of times way out deep, but I want to get them when they're up shallow chasing bait fish. Actually saw one out off the brake line out here already. Yep. Just a little guy, but he gave himself away. He was chasing some bait fish. What are you? Little smallmouth. Man, it's early for him already to be out that way. Huh. Oh. What do you got there, buddy? Sorry. Look at that. Little perch. Well, my lure doesn't look like that, but they definitely eat big baits. Apparently, I already need to start casting out off the brake line. So, this lake on this specific shoreline has a really fast break. So it goes from like 10 to like 60 within 50 feet of here. So casting along it, it's an easy way to cover water real quick, especially if they're already out there chasing bait fish around the deeper water. I'm still gonna make cast towards shore. Sometimes you get a little bit late to the party fish and they will be shallow, and there are some very large ones in here, so I would like to get one of those guys on top water, but I might have to switch it up if I already have to go chasing them around on the brake lines. This is not the optimal way to be chasing them on the brake lines. I'm seeing a bunch of beds right now for these fish, which is right on track for timing, so I have to change up tactics here in a minute. Another one out off the brake line that just ate something off the surface. right there. Slightly bigger. They get a lot bigger than this. But anytime they'll eat topwater in the morning, I'm perfectly okay with that. A fun fish. I just remembered I have my polarizer so you guys can see down in the water like I can. See if that helps. Comment below if you guys can notice the difference, if you can see down better. Might have actually timed this right. Looks like there's a bunch of fish around. We just got to find the really big ones that are willing to cooperate. I knew there was a little. There was a decent smallmouth up shallow. They just wanted an erratic retrieve. Wish I had a cameraman that could point a polarized lens at these fish, because you can see them when they come up from a distance. Okay, I'm seeing a couple fish down below on this break line out here on some weeds, so I'm gonna see if I can trick them into coming up after this. This is really clear water, so it's really hard to get them to chase something like this down. See if something loud and obnoxious gets their attention. Okay, seeing a lot of fish roaming around shallow. Some of them look like they're on beds, some of them look like they're off beds. So I'm gonna throw this craw on and see if they need something more natural. I mean, there is a ton of bass swimming around right now, so we will see. Oh, and I don't know if you're new here, I have tackle bags, and then they're in a bunch of different colors. So if you go down in the description, you go to Teespring, or if you just look down below, you can pick these up. They're pretty good little bags. I like the zippers on them. They're pretty heavy duty and conveniently sized, so they fit packages of bait. I don't know, I've been using them a lot this season. I haven't really talked about them much, which I should have, but hopefully if you guys want to support the channel and pick up a couple of these guys, they will help you. Color coordination is a thing my girlfriend does, and I just started picking it up. It helps a lot. You just reach in, you know what you're grabbing. Okay, I had to pull out the secret weapon here. Okay, I think I'm going to switch it up and throw a lighter jig and a gulp first. But if I have to, switch it to a slip bobber and some red worms. I'm seeing a ton of these giant pumpkin seeds that live in this lake, and I've been wanting to get a couple of them for a while, so see if we can get into some of those guys and salvage the day. I gotta get going here pretty soon. Okay, I tried the gulp for a little while, and I can't stand it because I keep seeing the giants come in. So, simple red worm on a jig head. There's the first one. Just a little guy. There's a bunch of them behind him. Let's see if I can get them to go. Okay, they're eating the red worm like they should, but sometimes the bigger ones want a minnow. So, little 2-inch easy shiner. Let's see if that gets them. Okay, apparently the other jig was too big for him, so switched it to the ultralight. I'm gonna guess they'll probably eat this pretty fast. Yeah. Question is, am I gonna go through worms faster? Now just find a bigger one. Of course, I wasn't recording on the hook set, but there's a good one. He's missing half his ear tab. That's a unique fish. Get a couple of those. There's another good one. These guys are so cool to catch in this clear water. One of the only places in the state you can do this in. Never get sick catching those guys. Let's see if we can find a giant. There's a decent one. They're all really colorful, so that's what I'm having fun with. Sight fishing them, and then once you get them in the sunlight, they just shine. There we go. That's a better one. Must be at about a dozen of these guys by now. Getting hot. Gonna have to get out of here pretty soon. That's not a pumpkin seed. I thought I saw a pumpkin seed swimming through there. Turns out it was a smallmouth. Fun on 4-pound test. Just a little guy, still fun. Lots of horsepower for their size. There's one. Big old slab. About an 8.5, maybe 9. There's a good looking one. They get a lot bigger, but I haven't been able to find one, and it's getting really hot. Okay guys, yeah, it's gotten very hot very quick. I don't have that much time left in me, so I'm gonna start getting packed up some stuff and get off the lake. It's also gonna get really wavy out here because it's so nice out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little random video. Those giant pumpkin seeds are always a plus when I find those. And then catching some smallmouth on topwater early this morning was fun. I might have to try and get up early more often. I didn't sleep much last night though, so we're gonna get some sleep today after editing this video. So see you guys next time. Remember, subscribe, hit the like button.